Libra, hi, welcome to my channel. We are going to check in on your energies this first week of November. So let's do your tarot reading. This is for February 1st to the 7th for you, Libra. Let me go ahead and give these a few shuffles. Now, I do like to pull 2 layers. We're going to get into the first one now. All right, this is for you, Libra. Let's check in on your current energies for Libra on the first week of February. See what's happening for you. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, we're going to stop here. All right, that's going to be your situation. I did get a sneak peek. If I'm not mistaken, it was the 7 of Cups. Head in the clouds. Head in the clouds. What else? Yeah. Wow, we got all these major arcanas here. Oh, maybe not seeing what's right in front of you. You got opportunities. You do. Yeah, we got the Magician here. We got the Hangman, the Star, the Moon. Head in the clouds. Something here. 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom. We're going to pull a second layer, of course. As always, we'll get a deeper understanding here. 7 of Cups is like, it's options. It's opportunities, for sure. But it's like not picking, right? Just constantly entertaining them, which can cause confusion, and it leaves you in that cloud space, right? And I see in the challenge position, we got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords removes the clouds of confusion. Gets to the facts here. I don't know what you're dealing with, because with all these majors, it's hard for me to say, but I do see a lot of wishful thinking, right? Again, head in the clouds, a lot of fantasy land, not rooted in reality. Maybe always fantasizing, but not picking, right? Not picking. So there's something about it. Maybe there's an element of confusion with your situation, of course. We're going to pull a second layer, and I'm hoping it'll give us a deeper understanding. If not, I will pull out more cards. I will. The overall energy is the 4 of Cups, right? Look at this person, right? You can just tell by their energy in the card. They're over it. They don't like what's in front of them. They're not even seeing an opportunity that's trying to come to them from the cloud there. It's a card of a lot of saying no, when maybe you should say yes to something, right? Maybe something will surprise you. I'm not saying, say yes, but that's the energy of the card here. With your mind, we got the Magician. You want to take action. You want to manifest something. There is something that you really want to give birth to, something that you definitely want to bring to life. It's even saying to yourself, I know I have everything I need to create anything that I want. It's a very empowered energy. Your approach right now is the Hangman. I don't know if you're just looking at things from all these different perspectives, but this is you like not trying to force anything, trying to surrender to a situation, surrender to the experience. If you've been trying to force something and you just kept hitting a wall and you kept hitting a wall, this is you just being like, well, let me just hang out here. We chill out and see what happens, right? And then, when you don't try to keep things so in control, things actually do start flowing in your favor. That's the kind of, it's the funny thing about the Hangman is kind of what it teaches us. But yeah, I just think you're looking at things from a lot of different perspectives with the Hangman. The same situation, I think you're starting to see it with new eyes. In your environment, we've got the Star, can be an Aquarius. For some of you, if it's not as simple as an Aquarius, then this is like, the Star is a wish come true, but it's also a card of renewed hope and renewed faith, right? When you have renewed hope, you feel full again, right? You feel like you have the energy to take on new projects, new experiences again, because you just have this hope and faith again in the universe, in the world around you. It's so renewed, like when you look at the Star, she's got a vessel in each hand and is pouring water out, is not taking anything in. You know how you can't pour from an empty cup? This is feeling full again, right? It's regaining that strength, regaining that hope again. Coming towards you is the Moon. The Moon is a very tricky energy, Libra. Very tricky energy. It can definitely speak of fear of the unknown, but it's it's fear of the unknown because you don't know what's coming, and it brings out all these things in your subconscious of what if, the monsters, or that quiet voice that doubts you, that you definitely usually are able to push under, and it comes to the surface when you're dealing with a new situation, right? And it's there to scare you, right? But It's there so that you can be like, let me not trust this energy and let me have the faith to take the first step. All right, let me see what's going on this week. Let's get clarifying cards here, see what's happening. Because it's a lot of major arcanas, and the central energy here is a card of confusion, right? So what can I say to you? You got your head in the clouds, right? Head in the clouds. You're at this place where you want to manifest, you want to create, but you're trying to flow. You're trying to flow, and there's a sense of renewed hope and renewed faith. The Wheel of Fortune, I did want to pop out. Let me mention that. All right, let's clarify these for Libra. In the recent past, I didn't mention we have the King of Wands. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Leo, Aries. All right, we're going to stop there. Five of Wands. Yeah, your confusion, right? Head in the clouds. You need clarity. You need clarity. And maybe, you know, before I say it, because like maybe sometimes the path can't be as clear as you're wanting, as clear as you're hoping. You know, Libra, right? Like, maybe that's part of the challenge. I don't know why I wouldn't normally say that, but for some reason, the way these cards are falling, I just feel like you got your head in the clouds. You got a lot of options here. You got a lot of choices, right? You're spoiled for choices here, Libra. Bravo, because that's pretty fantastic. But it's got you in this head space, right? It's got you in the cloud space. And you're like, I need some clarity here. And you do. But I don't think you need things to be absolutely clear, absolutely certain, because it never is, right? If the game of life was like that, it'd be too easy. It wouldn't even be a game, right? It wouldn't even be a game. It would be too easy. All right. Yeah, you're trying to restore some balance here. Because it's good. It's good to be in your headspace, right? It's good to dream and it's good to hope and to fantasize. But you do need to be rooted in reality, right? You do need to be grounded a bit too, right? So it's always about like, it's not like one is better than the other. Too much grounding is boring as well, right? You need a little bit of creativity in your mind. You do. But you need the balance, right? And you're trying to restore some balance here. But the Six of Pentacles is the overall energy. There's an imbalance and you're trying to restore the balance. And even in your environment, I just feel like balance is being restored. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Star. You know, Two of Pentacles is also a card of balance. Like it's a literal juggling act. Maybe you got a lot of day-to-day responsibilities. I don't want to say that because sometimes it's like too general and who doesn't for the most part, right? But if you do, you're doing a great job at balancing it. But it's a fine line, right? This balance is a fine line. It can easily swing to one side of the pendulum. Situation, Five of Wands. Seven of Cups. Confusion, conflicted, right? Temporary. The five is temporary. You got the Five of Swords here. It's temporary as well, right? All fives are temporary, and in numerology, they do represent change. So change is coming, right? On your mind, you got the Six of Wands anyway. You're wanting to overcome this. You're ready to overcome this, like, I kind of want to say stagnant energy for some reason, just because I feel like this energy has been probably like taken over you recently, and you're like, I need to overcome this, right? I need to put that behind me at this point. Again, it's needing a sense of clarity here, but not needing to know exactly the exact details of the path ahead. Nobody does. Nobody does. That's why it's called taking a chance. That's why it's called having faith, right? And again, if you knew it, it would suck all the fun out of it anyway, right? It'd be too easy. It wouldn't be any fun. If you knew exactly to make a left there, make a right there, take a chance on that, don't take a chance on that, forgive, don't forgive, it would be too easy. And then what would be the point, honestly? What would be the point? All right, on your mind and what you're focused on, Libra, you're focused on overcoming it. You got the Six of Wands and the Magician. You're focused on overcoming this and feeling empowered, right? Feeling empowered and ready to manifest, ready to create some magic, literally to bring something to life. Whatever ideas you've been entertaining here in this headspace, I feel like you're like, all right, I need to overcome that. Let me pick one and go, right? Pick one and commit. Pick one and take the first steps here. And not to say you pick it and it's going to be the right choice immediately, but either way, it keeps you moving along, right? It keeps you in this space of at least taking action now, right? And that's what the Magician is. It's about taking action. It's an action-oriented card. It's a very active card. It's a very active card. It's filled by Mercury. Like if you had to present an idea or something, you would be received beautifully. Like you would have a powerful, very attractive magnetic presence. But that's where you're trying to, like, that's what you're stepping into with your mind, right? You're like, that's where I need to be. That's where I need to go. And you came from a place of the Hermit. Like you were doing a lot of soul searching, right? You were asking yourself a lot of whys, a lot of deep questions, maybe recently overwhelmed by your thoughts, and that could have led to confusion, right? That could have led to a lot of wishful thinking, but now it's like time for clarity. Time for clarity. Again, your approach here is the Hangman, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like the 10 of Pentacles comes up in your reading a lot. So interesting. But the Hangman is going to trump that energy anyhow. This is you about looking at all these new perspectives, surrendering to your experience right now, flowing with it, absolutely. Letting go. Maybe you were feeling stuck, right? Maybe you were feeling stuck. But I just feel more like you're just like, you know what? You're choosing to surrender to the experience, just like the Hangman. You're hanging out there. You're like, I can't force anything. Let me try to flow. Let me flow. But you're definitely focused on overcoming this like stagnant mental energy of just like wishful thinking of that la land. I could do this, I can go there, I can create this, I can make that, right? And you probably can, but you got to pick one. You got to pick one and commit. And then if that one doesn't work out, looks like you got 6 others minimum that you can work with, that you can definitely work with here. All right, in the environment, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the Star. Balance is being restored here in your environment. It's looking fantastic, you guys. The Star is one of my favorite cards, definitely. Ruled by Aquarius. Here we are in Aquarius season, but it just speaks, you know, it's just a card of such renewed hope, renewed faith and like and trust in the world, right? It's like, you know, the Star in the tarot, you know, the tarot is the Fool's journey. The Star comes after the trauma of the Tower, so it speaks of a deep healing that's happening as well. Like the healing doesn't happen overnight. This balance won't happen so suddenly, but it's coming through no matter what. And maybe you're already tasting it. You might already be tasting that. Coming towards you is the 5 of Swords and the Moon. Careful with this energy always. You know, the Moon, again, is fear of the unknown. It's a tricky energy though with the Moon because it brings up our fears, it brings up our worries, but you can't trust it. You can't trust the Moon. Not everything is as it appears when this energy comes up. You can't avoid it, you have to embrace it, but just try to not take anything, like take everything at least with a grain of salt. Look at this full moon. Is it a full moon? Is it a sun? Is it a half moon? Is it a crescent moon, right? It's none. That's the lesson of the moon, right? It's like not everything is as it appears. Do not trust everything. You know, you see this creature coming from the water. It's the water represents your subconscious. All these things are coming to the surface. They could be scaring you. They could be making you doubt yourself, making you feel conflicted. Not enough, whatever. You know, everybody's moon energy is kind of different, but it's also the same. And the reason I say that is just like that sun, moon, half moon, crescent moon thing. Don't trust them. Not everything is as it appears. And don't worry, after the moon comes the happiest card in the entire tarot, the sun. You know, so what the moon dimly lights, the sun shines its light on. And so it's just about like navigating this energy and just being careful when it comes your way. Embrace it, but be careful when it comes your way. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there for you. Of course, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If anything resonates, like, subscribe. Thank you for letting me tune into your energies. I'll see you all next week.